Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Misty. I'm a psychic and spirit medium. Thank you for joining me today. Happy New Year. I hope you're keeping well and safe. Today I'll be doing a pick a card reading for the week ahead. So we're having a look to see energies that are coming your way, messages from spirit, or any predictions that will happen for you for the week ahead. So we've put the cards into pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So you can either use the crystals to guide you to the right pile, or you can pick the pile that you feel mostly kind of drawn towards. You can even stop the video if you need to, but we'll get straight into that reading. For those that have picked group 1, we've got the Star, Four of Pentacles, the Moon, and for the Oracle cards we have Generosity, Self-Discovery. So there's a lot going on with you guys this week, and I think there's a lot that's going on regarding your feelings. We've got the Moon here, so a lot of you could be maybe feeling confused, could be really struggling quite emotionally as well, whether maybe you're feeling depressed, you're feeling confused, you're feeling quite overwhelmed this week. I'm not saying it's going to last, but Spirit is very much speaking about feelings. We've got feelings here. The Four of Pentacles here are also feelings. So a lot of you maybe have been worried about opening up and letting people know how you feel, or opening up to actually get the help that you need. So with that Moon, yes, the Moon is beautiful, but the Moon can also just indicate difficult emotions, or even really struggling. And I think it makes sense that we've also got here self-discovery, so dive deep. So maybe a lot of you aren't happy because of things that are going on. You feel like you're not living your true sense of self or your true life purpose. And Spirit's saying that this week is the week to explore, whether it means getting help or just spending time with yourself and allowing yourself to reach out to other people, whether it's for help or it's kind of allowing you to be a bit more sociable. We've got the Four of Pentacles here, so if you're worried about money, there's no issues with money. I'm being shown that you're feeling quite comfortable, but Spirit's saying yes, definitely spend some time on yourself, spend some money on self-help stuff that makes you feel good. So I've got a sense that a lot of you have been working hard, and that's why that Moon energy is there. So you feel like maybe you're working hard, you're getting good money, but you're not enjoying your life. You're feeling like your life is quite shallow, your life is quite vapid. But Spirit's saying that this week is about focusing on yourself. So that means just spending more time with yourself, whether it means taking that therapy lesson, going to yoga, just even treating yourself, just doing a bit of shopping. But what they want you to do is work on the insides, work on your soul here. I think a lot of you have been feeling down, but maybe there's not necessarily anything that's been going on. I'm being shown that there's a lot of security here that you have. So nothing bad's happening, but I think it could be maybe past trauma, past issues. I've got Spirit saying that some of you maybe are scared of losing everything because of it, maybe where you have been before. But Spirit's saying no, that's not true. You need to get somebody, you need to speak to someone to be able to balance those emotions that you're currently feeling or thinking, because those thought patterns aren't actually grounded in reality with that moon energy. And I think going forward, that feeling that you're having at the moment will pass. For some of you, for those females, the moon energy can also mean some of you are potentially at that time of the month for females as well, but it will pass. But you could be finding yourself quite hormonal, feeling quite stressed, could be maybe even crying a lot, not wanting very much to socialize with other people, but really spending time with yourself. But key here is for Spirit saying that you need to be able to open up. So if there's things that are going on that you've been holding close to your heart, you need to be able to open up going forward. And we've got this Star, so you're not alone. Your spirit guides are very much around you this week, so pay attention to any messages from the universe, messages from Spirit. Also pay attention to dreams. But we have got healing, so this moon energy is not going to last long, because we've got the Star, and the Star is all about hope and having faith and having balance and peace after a storm. So if you've been through quite a lot, or maybe you've experienced bad news, yes, it's definitely going to affect you mentally, but Spirit's saying that there will be peace after that storm. There's going to be calm after this storm. We've got the Star energy, which represents your guardian angels or ancestral spirits that are around you this week. So you're not alone. So if you do feel like maybe you need to speak to your guides, speak to your angels, I think if you do ask for signs, you definitely get signs this week, as I'm looking with the kind of this energy reading. And then we've got Generosity. It says, be the divine flow of goddess nature. So this also goes back to maybe people that have been stingy, whether it's been stingy with your own time or even with money. Spirit's asking you to be a bit more generous. That means spending time with loved ones, spending time with family, and being generous to yourself. for most of you, I'm getting people that work hard here, that work very hard. You work pretty long hours, pretty long days. There's a high volume of work that after work you're just basically tired. You just want to go straight to bed, but you're not really doing things to nurture your soul. You're not doing things maybe to give back or that fulfill yourself. And Spirit wants you this week to very much focus, taking a step back from kind of your usual responsibilities and just focusing on yourself, diving deep to see what you love. I see that maybe this week will be quite important for some of you, where you make a decision about how you want your path or your life to go moving forward. So I think there's a lot going on this week, nothing negative, but I do think that you are going to be struggling emotionally here. And maybe nothing's even happened, it's just that you have got that emotional energy, but Spirit wants you to let yourself free. If you've been maybe focusing too much on work, you haven't been able to open up in a relationship, Spirit wants you to explore the reasons why you're stingy. That could mean stingy with money, stingy with time, stingy with feelings, stingy with love. You're very much too protected here, and Spirit wants you to release yourself, to release that burden, to release those fears, because some of you it's just fears, it's all in your head, it's not real, it's not playing up, but that mean is what's sort of affecting how you're feeling about the situation or about yourself. And as the week goes, we do see you starting to move away from that negative feeling and moving towards a more progressive, healthy outlook on life and outlook on the week going forward. But these are the energies that I'm being shown. So yeah, it's just about being key. It's just to spend time with yourself, nurture your soul, nurture yourself, be open. For some of you, I've also got obsession here. So it's also about letting go of situations that you've been unable to let go. This can be relationships here with that moon energy, with that Four of Pentacles. It's an obsession here, afraid to let things go. This could be letting go of the past hurts. So Spirit's saying that we need to explore the reasons why we're not able to let things go. And this week, you're very much reminded that you need to let the past go. They're also speaking about you also need to let people go. So if you've been holding on to somebody, Spirit's saying that it's time to let them go. There's nothing good that's coming up from this situation. And you also have to let yourself be free and move forward to start and embark on a new journey. For those that have picked Group 2, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the World, we've got the Nine of Swords, and for the Oracle cards we have Realignment, feel the ebb and flow of life, we've got Hope, out of darkness come even light. So we've got a lot of major changes for you guys this week. The tide is very much turning, I'd say definitely in your favour. So there could be some major changes that are coming this week, or you're deciding you want to implement major changes, and this can be in areas of work, relationships, family, or just your general outlook on life. I've got here with the Wheel of Fortune. So this week is quite a lucky week for you guys. So you know, if you want to play the lottery, if you want to maybe take a bit of a risk, if you want to go forward, Spirit's saying that luck is on your side. So whatever you want to do, it's going to be well, it's going to be good. You're very much living the life is what they're telling me here. Should you kind of want to utilize that Wheel of Fortune energy. With that Nine of Swords, nothing bad's happening this week, but some of you could be worried about changes that are coming your way. So maybe some of these changes I'm being told by Spirit some of them are actually out of your control, because we have got, you know, two major arcana cards. So things that are going on are out of your control. And for a lot of us, you know, we do worry about changes, even sometimes if those changes are going to benefit us in the future. So Spirit's just saying that this week, just enjoy the life. Feel the ebb and flow of life. Enjoy living that present moment. Enjoy the changes that are coming, because they are very much going to... things will definitely work out going forward, and they're supposed to happen. What's happening to you this week, what's happening to you this month, these cards aren't just kind of saying it's this week, but I'm also getting an idea about the monthly energies here, that there is changes, good changes, beautiful changes. There's also endings, but not negative endings. I've got completion. I feel like you've completed, maybe some of you are completing projects this week, some of you are moving home, starting afresh, moving location. We've got travel here. Maybe that travel is related to love, that travel is related to your relationships, so you're quite worried if you're making the right decision. From what I'm being told by Spirit, yes you are, you're on a new path. For some of you it's about ending cycles of being single, not having children, but I've got some of you giving birth this week, or finding out that you're pregnant, and that very much causing you kind of stress and sleepless nights. And some of you, whatever news you have this week might seem like the worst thing in the world, but Spirit's saying not to worry, not to stress, because actually these major changes were sort of fated and destined to occur. So you sort of just need to take it with a bit of grace that things will work out, because you're not on your own. With that Wheel of Fortune, we've got your spirit around you, you're being protected, and with that world energy, we've got success. So you can expect success this week. So for some of you, maybe you've been waiting on results. Those results are coming in with that Wheel of Fortune. Money is good. Potential promotions at work are coming in. Even your love life, you could have more than one potential partner. We could have somebody coming forward here with that Wheel of Fortune out of the blue, fated. So you could meet the love of your life this week as well with that Wheel of Fortune, that world card. A soulmate energy is coming in for some of you, and that Nine of Swords here. So that Nine of Swords is about insomnia. So some of you are struggling to sleep, but it's not because you're worried. It's just that you just, maybe you're overthinking too much. You're worried about the future. You can't get settled. But Spirit's saying that release all those fears that you're having, because you are on the right path and you are being guided. And with the sleepless nights, that's something that you definitely need to work on. I think you'll definitely improve over the next few weeks, but that's coming through your readings, and I think a lot of them are just unfounded fears that you keep going over and over and over again. And then we've got hope. Out of darkness comes light, which means that for some of you, that Nine of Swords energy is just, it's kind of saying that you have gone through a lot. There's been things that maybe went on last year that you haven't been completely been able to recover from or been able to get hold of, and it's still affecting you this week as we speak. And Spirit saying have hope. Things are working out for your favour. We've got that Wheel of Fortune, we've got the World Energy card, we've got success with both cards, we've got fated luck here, we've got abundance coming in this week. So you can expect that if things maybe weren't working out too well, Spirit's saying that your luck is coming your way and things are changing. Things that were old and stagnant, you will start to see progression and movement this week with that Wheel of Fortune, with the world. You're ending one cycle and moving into a new cycle. That's going to be very positive. And for some of you, with that Nine of Swords, it's only going to be as positive as you see it. And it's all about your mindset. So Spirit's saying whatever's going to happen to you will be positive regardless. But some of you, which is normal, very human of us, that we resist change. And that can cause us pain, that can cause us sleepless nights. But they're saying that just go with the flow. Enjoy where you are. Know that you're on the right path with that realignment card. Feel the ebb and flow of life. And there is hope. You should always hope for the best. You should always hope that things will get better. As we all know that our thoughts have power. We manifest our thoughts. We manifest by how we think. And we also, your life, how positive your life can be, is about your mindset. So it's also just changing your mindset here. And if there's any changes that feel like you're not happy with, Spirit saying that you need to reassess the situation here, because you're on the right path and this is supposed to happen. It's supposed to be growth for you, and there's good things happening. Your new phase, new stage of your life this week, and you start to see that tide turning and things happening for yourself, for your benefit on this life journey that we have. So that's what I'm being shown for those that have picked group 2. We've got major changes that are positive coming in, endings that are positive, completion that are positive, good things ahead. But we've got a little bit of overthinking this week, so we just need to rethink that situation where we're thinking too much, we're worrying too much, and a lot of those are actually unfounded fears. So take that risk, go forward, don't worry too much, because Spirit's saying that's just thoughts in your head. But whatever you want to do, things will definitely work out. And just keep the faith. Don't lose faith in whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's money, getting more money, getting that perfect job, having that relationship, whatever it is, having that dream. Spirit's saying have that hope, and out of darkness comes light. So that's for you guys. That's the energies that are coming in this week, which are very positive, but just a reminder not to worry too much, not to overthink. And that's what we have for those that have picked group 2. So last but not least, for those that have picked group 3, we've got the Hierophant, we've got the Six of Pentacles, we've got the Sun. For the Oracle cards, we've got Living in the Moment and Slowing Down. So this is perfect. I've got great energy here. This week's going to be quite a spiritual week for a lot of you that have picked group 3. I'm not saying that you're necessarily going to get signs from Spirit, but I think you're committing yourself to some sort of faith or some sort of spiritual practice. For some of you, it could be maybe religious practices, such as, being Christian, being Muslim, being Jewish, and you're sort of committing to your traditional faith, which is great. So that's what I've got here this week. For some of you, it's just old traditions, so revisiting old traditions. So some of you could be going to weddings, baptism, maybe going back home, going back to family, where you are going to be practicing some sort of spiritual or religious practice, which is great. So we've got spirit around you, we've got angels and guides around you. For some of you, you're searching for answers, for spiritual answers, and spirit saying yes, this week you will receive them. You might even get a mentor out of the blue that's going to give you more information that you've been searching for, let you know more, just kind of to help you on that spiritual path with that Hierophant energy. And we've also got commitment here. So this could be commitment to a spiritual practice. This can be commitment to an actual relationship or some sort of job or friendship. But for a lot of you, I've got commitment coming in here. So you can expect some people that were engaged. I think you'll have news or a wedding date set this week. For some of you, it's actually getting married this week. For some of you, it could be an engagement. But what I'm being shown here is that people that were already engaged now are either setting a date, or they're actually getting married, or going maybe to a court and having that ceremony officialized, which is great. We've also got the Six of Pentacles, and it's about giving and generosity, which makes sense if we are maybe leaning towards spirituality. Some of you are giving yourself to spiritual practices, religious practices. For some of you, it's actually giving to charity. So maybe your religion, your spiritual practices have opened you a bit more to be more giving. So I've got some of you actually giving more time or money to charities or belongings. But whatever's going on here, I'm being shown you being able to give. It could be just giving time, but whatever it is, it's really positive, and you feel called by that Hierophant energy, by that Sun energy, to give back. I've got happiness here. I've got a lot of happiness. A lot of you are feeling happy. We've got an abundance. Some of you giving birth. That Sun energy could also be a child. So somebody's giving birth. Someone is also actually maybe going to a baptism of a child. So whatever's going on this week, it's all positive. I think you're going to be feeling quite fulfilled. This week, you're very much enjoying your week. You're on a spiritual, you're at the start of a spiritual journey. You're getting the answers that you want, and you feel like you're living a sense of purpose. This also can be for people that have set goals for this year. You can actually, I'm seeing a lot of you actually starting those goals, being committed to those goals, almost acting like it's a spiritual practice, whether it's maybe working on your health, doing great health. And with that Sun energy, if you've had maybe any questions, you can expect results that are coming in this week as well with that Sun and that, that naked baby. So confidence is also on the rise as well. You're not ashamed. You're really ready this week to let yourself shine. So this can be at work, this can be in relationships. Yes, you're spiritual, but on the other side, your confidence, this could be linking in with that spiritual practice, is on the rise. You're loving yourself, you're feeling attractive, you're ready to put yourself out there. So you can expect yourself to be a bit more social. Some of you are actually meeting new people and these spiritual practices that you're doing as well, meeting a mentor, enjoying time with your friends, enjoying time with family with that Sun energy. If you've been feeling ill, been feeling sick, you can expect a lot of energy this week with that Six of Pentacles, with that Sun energy as well. And Spirit's saying you're feeling an awakening, you're living in the moment. So yes, definitely this week you're living in the moment, you're feeling happy, you're looking after yourself, you're doing things that nurture your soul, you're committed. For some of you, you're moving in with somebody, you're living, enjoying that first few weeks of being married. But I've got you very much enjoying each day, each hour. This week you're living in the moment, you're enjoying what you're doing, even at work. Maybe you're training other people, you're sharing your knowledge, but it makes you feel fulfilled. Some of you are actually going into teaching. Maybe you're the mentor. So this week it's the start of a new job, or you've decided that you know that what your calling is, and you're going out there and you're teaching, and you're giving away your knowledge, and you're sharing your knowledge, and you're mentoring younger people, you're mentoring other people, other adults, children. And then it says to slow down here. So I think a lot of you maybe have been very busy, which is not bad at all, but Spirit's just saying, don't forget, just take a bit of time for yourself, slow down, take time to sleep. And I can see why, because you're very much enjoying what you're doing, whether it's work, being with family, being with your boyfriend, being with your girlfriend, being with your wife and husband. You've got kids here as well, so there's a lot going on which you're very much enjoying. But Spirit's just saying, just be careful, just review how much you're getting involved in, how much you're maybe helping, what you're doing, because there can be a potential that too much of a good thing can lead to burnout here. So that's one thing to be mindful of. Living in the moment, that's great, but don't put too much on your plate that you can't handle. But with that sun energy, this is your time, this is your moment. All eyes are on you. So whatever's going on, you're getting recognition and people are watching you. People are noticing you. Whether this can be maybe even in a dating arena. You're being noticed for those that are single. You're being noticed for those that maybe at work have always maybe been a little bit shy. I'm seeing you having that confidence, having that boost to speak up for yourself, to speak up in meetings. It's just to speak up for yourself in general. Some of you, this is writing. I've got creative efforts here. Some of you are writing. You're doing some research this week, and you're getting that recognition that's coming in. But overall, it's very positive this week. We've got great energy. We've got spiritual energy. We've got mentoring energy, we've got sharing knowledge, we've got a positive, abundant week where things are just definitely working out and you're feeling fulfilled, you've got a good purpose, you feel like you're on the right track here.